The sheriff locked himself in the deepest cell and threw the key outside. When his colleague came in, he found the sheriff staring blankly out the window. The colleague begged him not to do anything foolish, but the sheriff still said those words he shouldn't have said.
I want to go out.
His colleague panicked, because no one who had ever spoken those words had survived. In the not-so-distant future, humanity had been forced to live 5,000 feet underground. There was a special rule in this place. Anyone who said, "I want to go outside," would be forcibly sent to the surface to perform cleaning duties. However, everyone who went to the surface died from the toxic environment up there. But the sheriff said those forbidden words anyway, because his wife Allie had mysteriously died during a cleaning mission 3 years earlier. 3 years ago, Allie had shouted in the cafeteria that the outside world was actually full of birds singing and flowers blooming. She claimed that the ruins everyone saw on their screens were deliberately doctored footage, designed to keep people trapped down here with no desire to ever leave. When no one reacted, she spoke those forbidden words.
I want to go out!
As her husband and the sheriff, he had no choice but to personally escort her to the surface world. Everyone in the bunker watched through live feed as Allie left. After she emerged from the bunker, Allie used a wool cloth to wipe the bunker's camera lens. Everyone got excited, thinking the outside world might finally be survivable. But then Allie collapsed after just a few steps and never moved again. Everyone's hopes were crushed once more. However, only the sheriff knew that before leaving, Allie had told him that if the outside world was habitable, she would turn back and wipe the camera lens. So there had to be another reason for Allie's death. To uncover the truth, the sheriff also spoke those forbidden words. The bunker administrators suited him up in protective gear and sent him out. He climbed the long stairway toward the surface world. When the bunker doors opened, he was deeply shocked by what he saw outside. The surface world really was filled with singing birds and blooming flowers, just as Allie had said. There were even birds flying through the air. He desperately wanted the people in the bunker to know the truth, so he ran back toward the entrance as fast as he could. He used the wool cloth to wipe the dust off the camera lens. However, the big screen in the bunker showed a completely different image. What everyone saw was the sheriff walking into that wasteland, step by step approaching Allie's body. After just a few steps, he too began feeling dizzy and disoriented. He suspected the real poison might be hidden inside his own protective suit, so he did something no one had ever done before. He removed his helmet, but his physical condition was already deteriorating badly, and he collapsed next to Allie. Once again, hopes for survival outside were shattered. Only one woman realized that there had to be a reason why the sheriff removed his helmet before dying.